You think you're doing fine. You wake up, go to work, get paid every month. Your bank account still has money. Life seems stable, comfortable, predictable. But then, one night, your phone rings. It's late, much later than anyone should be calling. Someone you love has been rushed to the hospital. You grab your keys, drive through the dark, your mind racing. When you arrive, the doctor gives you a number you weren't expecting. You open your banking app, look at your balance, and for the first time in years, you feel afraid, real fear, not because of the money, but because you suddenly realize you might not be as prepared as you thought. And that's only the beginning, because the second realization hurts even more. A few days later, you come home from work. The house is quiet. Your child is already asleep. You walk past their room, pause for a second, and keep walking. Then you notice your parents, a little slower than before, a little older than before, and something hits you. Hard. You've spent more time with your company than with the people you love most, more meetings, and suddenly, a question appears. A question that refuses to leave. What exactly have I been working so hard for? Stay with me, because the answer isn't what most people think. When you're 20, life feels open. You can make mistakes. You can start over. You can take risks. But after 40, everything changes. Now people depend on you, your parents, your children, your spouse, your future. And maybe for the first time, you realize that failure is no longer a private problem. It affects everyone around you. Every month, the bills arrive, the mortgage, the school fees, insurance, medical costs, unexpected expenses, and somehow, the pressure never stops. What's strange is that you're probably earning more money now than ever before, yet you feel less secure. Why? Because you've discovered a truth most people never talk about, and it's costing them years of their lives. Here it is, the biggest financial trap after 40. You earn money. But your money depends entirely on your time. If you stop working, the income stops too. Think about that for a moment. What happens if you're sick? What happens if you're injured? What happens if life suddenly changes? Most people spend decades building a lifestyle. Very few spend decades building security. That's why so many successful-looking people are secretly exhausted. They have the house, the car, the title, the status, but deep inside, they're terrified of stopping. And that's not freedom. That's a prison with nicer furniture. But there is another way, and it starts with one shift in thinking. At some point, you stop asking, "How can I make more money?" And you start asking, "How can I create more freedom?" That's when everything changes, because money isn't the goal. Freedom is, peace of mind is, being present for your family is, knowing you'll be okay if life surprises you. That's the real goal. And the good news, you don't need to start over. You don't need a miracle. You don't need to become rich overnight. You just need a better foundation in a moment. I'll share 3 things that can completely change how you approach money after 40. First, build protection before growth. An emergency fund, a safety net, something that lets you breathe when life gets difficult. Second, take a hard look at your spending. Not everything expensive improves your life. Sometimes the things that look impressive are the very things creating stress. And third, this one is important. Don't let decades of experience sit unused. Your knowledge. Find ways to turn experience into assets. Teaching, consulting, creating, building. Because one day, you want money to work with you, not against you, and not only when you're sitting at a desk. By the way, if any part of this story feels familiar, leave a comment below. Just one word, me. Because sometimes the hardest battles are the ones nobody sees, and you're probably not as alone as you think. Now, let's continue. Because there's one final lesson that changes everything. One day, you won't remember every paycheck, you won't remember every meeting, you won't remember every overtime shift, but you'll remember the moments, the conversations, the family dinners, the laughter, the people, those memories become priceless. And that's why 40 isn't the end. It's a wake-up call, a reminder, a second chance, a chance to stop chasing money endlessly and start building a life where money serves you. Because true wealth isn't measured by numbers on a screen. It's measured by peace. The peace of knowing that no matter what happens tomorrow, you'll be ready and the people you love will be okay. If this video made you stop and think, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's carrying more weight than they admit, because sometimes the right message at the right time can change an entire life. And in the next video, we'll talk about one financial mistake that quietly destroys millions of people after 40. Without them even realizing it. I'll see you there.